Honorable Kingsley Fanwo, he joins virtually. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right.
And good evening to viewers around the world.
Good evening. Just quickly, let's get straight to it. Why was there a ban on yesterday's rally? That's the homecoming of Senator Natasha Akpoti.
Thank you very much. I would have to put it in the proper perspective so that you understand the background of the whole scenario. We had an intelligence report that culminated into series of meetings between the governor and the security chiefs in the state, as well as with traditional rulers. And at the end of the meeting, there was a general agreement that some decisions and some measures would have to be taken to guarantee the security of the residents of Kogi State. We're having a lot of issues in some communities over crises that had to do with fishing ponds in Kogi local government area of Kogi West. And right there at Njema district in Ankpa local government area in Kogi East, we were also battling with communal clashes between two communities. And then we also had an intelligence report concerning Kogi Central that had to do with political and religious procession and rallies. And therefore, the state government, in order to avert crisis and bloodshed, decided to place a ban on all of these activities, fishing activities in some areas in Kogi local government area of the state, and also mobilization of security and imposition of curfew in some warring communities in Ankpa local government area, as well as ban on rallies and processions that had to do with politics and religious activities in the Kogi Central Senatorial District of the state. So the reason I'm putting it in proper perspective is that it shouldn't be reported as if the state government just woke up one day and then placed a ban on rallies in the states.
I mean, you have explained some of maybe the security concerns that you might have had, but the question on the lips of many is why on the same day, the homecoming of the senator was happening? Why was it on that day that a ban on rallies? Because what you're trying to say right now is, or infer, is that the ban has nothing to do with that homecoming rally that we saw yesterday. But why did you decide to put it on the same day?
Let me clarify this as well. The suspended senator did not report his homecoming to the states, neither to security agencies in the state. So we were not aware that she was coming on that particular day. And issues of security shouldn't be based on sentiments. So our decision was to ensure that there was security in the state. It has nothing to do with any individual, and we cannot be sentimental about it. We cannot say because someone would be coming home and therefore expose the residents and citizens of the state to dangers and bloodshed. That would be very unfortunate, and it will show that government is not living up to her responsibility. So it has nothing to do with any individual. It had to do with the safety of the people of Kogi State, the security of the people of Kogi State, the maintenance of law and order in Kogi State, and government acted within the purview of law to do that. Okay, just in 1 second. So is the curfew or ban, is it still on till now? Yes, it is. If you saw the statement that was released by the state government, we told the residents and citizens of the state that we would let them know when it is safe to lift those bans. Up till now, we have not done that. So anyone who might have done anything to violate it did that purely to compromise and breach the peace and security of Kogi State. All right, Honorable Kingsley Fanwo, we'll definitely come back to this conversation. Let's go on a quick break. When we return, we'll definitely dig deeper. Stay with us.
It's still Politics HQ on New Central Television, and I still have with me the Honorable Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kogi State, Honorable Kingsley Fanwo. He joins me virtually. Still speaking on yesterday's homecoming rally of the suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti, and of course matters that have ensued afterwards. Thank you for staying with me, sir. Now, just quickly, on the rally ground, the suspended senator actually did accuse the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, the former governor of the state, that's Isaiah Davies, and the current governor of, in a way, conspiring to kill her. Permit me to read part of what she said on the rally ground. She said, "Let me say this now. On the 14th day of March, mind you, 2 days before that, which was on the 12th, Akpabio spoke to Governor Ododo to recall me. But he told him it won't be possible because the masses are with her. The people are with her." And then she went further to also say that I was informed of everything. The meeting was in twofold. They told him to commence my recall and that he was going to fund it. Of course, monies changed hands that night. She went further to say he told him that he should make sure that killing me does not happen in Abuja. It should be done here, so it will seem as if the people, as if it's the people that killed me. Let me stop here. End of quote. My question to you, Honorable Commissioner, is this: Did the governor of Kogi State ever have a meeting with, or ever had some sort of communication with the Senate President? And what's this talk about trying to kill, or planning, if at all, to kill suspended Senator Natasha, according to her?
Let me start by commending the security community for the intelligence that we got. Definitely, the security agencies sniffed and were aware that the suspended senator, who is known for wanton allegation, malicious defamation, and blatant lies, would come and incite people and cause disaffection in order to cause crisis and bloodshed in the state. Imagine someone saying she was aware the governor was called by the Senate President and he told the governor to go and start his recall, and then the governor... All those things were blatant lies.
So are you saying categorically there was no communication between the governor? Sorry, Honorable Commissioner, are you saying there was categorically no communication between the governor of the state and the Senate President? No communication whatsoever happened. But on the dates she gave, that's March 14th, thereabout, or 12th?
I would say to you, there was no communication whatsoever. There was no communication whatsoever between the governor and the Senate President on whether Natasha should be recalled. Let me even shock you further. The governor, as at the time he was talking about, at some point in March, the governor was away in Saudi Arabia, on pilgrimage. So it is not even, while in Saudi Arabia, you are aware of the communication in Saudi Arabia, especially as it had to relate to the use of WhatsApp. So all of the things she was saying were blatant lies to wipe up sentiment, to destroy and assassinate the character of reputable Nigerians, including the Senate President, the former governor, and the current governor. That is her stock in trade. And this is where the intelligence now come handy. Assuming the supporters of the governor or the former governor had reacted to what he said, then that would have led to violence and bloodshed in the state. If not for the maturity and the peaceful disposition of those people, that is what we are talking about now, would have been a very different ball game. But it is just like that biblical woman, whose child was being contended, and the other woman said, "This is my child, it's not your own." And the king said, "Let us share the child into two. Let's divide the child with a sword." And the real owner said, "No, give it to her. When the child grows up, the child will know the mother." So we will not allow anybody to come and cause crisis in our state. We are enjoying peace in the state. We are trying to maintain law and order.
All right.
And where there are flashes of violence, we are calming those places and those things down. So we will not allow anyone to come and throw Kogi State into violence.
All right. Now that you've said that there was no communication whatsoever and that everything she has said is blatant lie, you even said it's defamation according to you. So is Governor Dodo going to take this up and challenge it against Natasha?
Let me say this to you. Governor Dodo is a very peaceful person. But I think this goes beyond his person. He has children. Those children will grow up. The internet will still be keeping all of these allegations in the next 20 years. And those children will ask him that, oh, Dad, this is what we saw about you. How true is it? You know, I think he needs to clear his name, and he will definitely do that. Same as the former governor of the state, I am sure they will definitely do that. When you make allegation, he who alleges must prove. That's your proof. You must prove beyond doubt. It must be incontrovertibly proven that your allegation is true. Except you can do that, then you'll be in for it. So I can assure you that the suspended senator, who has no regard for rules, who has no regards for law, a lawmaker who is breaking the law, will definitely have dates, not just one day, dates in court for those blatant lies, for those malicious defamation of hers.
All right, thank you so much, Honorable Kingsley Fanwo, for your time. Commissioner for Information and Communication, Kogi State. It's been nice having you on the program this evening. Thank you.